Hey, morning people, call each other, 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 call each other. We want to talk to Honorable Bowman Lusambo. Sir, how are you this morning, sir? Yeah. Good morning, fellow Zambians. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys? Yeah. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching 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 from? Let's speak and let's talk. Yeah, good morning, people. Yeah, I'll start by, you know, um, yeah, I want to talk to Honorable Bowman Lusambo. Honorable Bowman Lusambo, I would love to tell you that, sir, before you say something, you need to do a research. And you did not do your research very well. That's what I want to tell you. And not everyone who speaks out is being paid by the opposition. That notion should not be there. And sir, do not instill fear in people when they speak out. That's an infringement of human rights. You're going to only infringe people's rights, people who don't know their rights. But people that know their rights, you shall not infringe their rights. You should remember that you're a public leader and you're accountable for every statement that you make. And the statements and the empty threats that you made today will haunt you one day. Honorable Bowman Lusambo, hunger has paid me. Hunger and poverty has paid me. And I want to remind you that during your time as a youth, you were a die-hard MMD youth. And you used to attack my late leader, may his soul rest in peace, Michael Chellah. Honorable Lusambo, you're on record of beating people. You're on record of beating PF cadres, PF supporters. You're on record of beating those who are opposing the MMD government, and no one touched you, no one threatened you. I remember I was with President Sata in Chama, and he said, you young people, my supporters, you should be like Bowman Lusambo. Now, Honorable Bowman Lusambo, there's no opposition that has paid me, for your own information. And I want to just tell you something, sir, that I'm not a cameraman, I'm a photographer. Get your facts right. I'm a photographer and not a cameraman. And you need to apologize on that statement. I challenge you to apologize. This thing of threatening people should end. This is not Kaunda time, where people should be threatened and people should be no, sir. You have been appointed by the president to serve the people of Zambia with dignity and not to mistreat the Zambian people. I want to remind you that in 2014, 2015, this person you called disgruntled cameraman is the one that documented President Lungu. Okay? This guy documented President Lungu countrywide. I went with President Lungu around the country. You were not there. You just came after we had dug, we had broken the ground, and everything was working very well. Then you came. You came after me in the PF party, sir. Okay? And you found we had already done everything else. And I respect you as a member of the party. But you need to ask Anthony Mukwita, KBF, Emmanuel Mwamba, Brian Hapunda, even the president himself, which people formed what was his media team. The people that formed the media team for the president, that brought him and that ushered President Lungu into office. I'm not apologizing for anything, because what I'm saying is that what is happening in our country is wrong. And I love President Lungu more than anyone else. The person who loves the president will open up and tell the president the truth. And if we love our president, you and I should help him in this fight against corruption. Now, leadership calls for humility and not threats. Leadership calls for humility. Okay? In your time, you threatened that. You threatened that. You remember? You threatened that. Okay? And I remember very well when Wasata, in Chief Murilo, Dr. Guy Scott was there when he told us to say, you should be like Bowman Lusambo. So, you should not use your position of power to threaten citizens. You should use your position of power to inspire young people. Inspire the young people. When you inspire the young people, you leave a legacy. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Because you're not going to be in that position. Posterity judges people. Posterity judges people. We have a lot of information about you, sir. I never mentioned you. We never mentioned you. And I want to let you know that whatever information you have about me is wrong. Ask everyone who knows me, from even our loving president, our dearly beloved president. If you asked him, I have won 6 international awards. I have represented Zambia to more than 50 countries in my capacity. I have marketed Zambia to the international community. I need to remind you that I have marketed this country. Let me tell you, sir, that I shoot for Idols SA. I shoot for Vogue magazine. I shoot for South Africa Fashion Week. I've won 6 international awards. I've done I do works for CNN. I receive $100 per image. I represented Zambia, okay, at the World Summit in South Korea. I have represented Zambia at